What's going on, everyone? Matt here for the Matt Film Show. Guys, and you can make sure thumbs up, subscribe if you guys like, and let's get right into today's video. And in today, I'm gonna be giving you guys a brand new video discussing my review on Ballerina from the world of John Wick. This is a John Wick spin-off film, the first spin-off film in the John Wick universe, and the second spin-off of John Wick. The first one being the Continental from the world of John Wick, that came out 2 years ago, I believe, on Peacock. I think it was in 2023 when that one came out. And I believe that was the same year that they released John Wick Chapter 4. So after John Wick Chapter 4, John Wick, spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, towards the end, John Wick is presumably died in John Wick Chapter 4. And so they decided to do spin-offs within the John Wick universe to continue the universe there. And they did the Continental from the world of John Wick, which was streaming on Peacock. 3 episodes, but I think it's like 2-hour long episodes, I remember. I think it's like an hour long each episode, or 2, I can't remember. But anyways, it was a good show. I reviewed it on my channel if you guys want to go check it out. I did review the Continental from the world of John Wick. And after doing Ballerina. Ballerina is a character played by Ana de Armas, which is the main character of this movie. And I was very excited for it. It's John Wick. You know what I mean? John Wick, you're there for the action scenes, the fighting scenes, and everything. And so I was very interested in this movie just because of the John Wick. It's part of the John Wick universe. John Wick is part of it as well. And at CinemaCon this year, they announced that they're doing John Wick Chapter 5. They haven't confirmed when they're doing John Wick Chapter 5 or when it's planning on releasing. They just announced it, and they also announced the Donnie Yen character. I forgot his name. Kane. There we go. Kane. Remember Kane, Donnie Yen playing Kane in Chapter 4. He's getting his own solo movie. So I'm very interested in what they would do with the Kane's John Wick movie, or wherever they decide to call it. Where it's like from the world of John Wick Kane or something like that. Anyways, Kane from the world of John Wick. But anyways, this is Ballerina, played by Ana de Armas. Very talented actress. I really like her in a lot of the movies. So I'm going to give you guys the premise, the cast, and my overall thoughts on the movie. The premise taking place between the events of John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, and Chapter 4. Eve Macaro, a ballerina assassin, begins to train in the assassin traditions of the Ruska, Roma, and sets on its revenge of her father's death. Stars Ana de Armas as Eve Macaro as Ballerina, Lance Riddick as Charon, Norman Reedus as Daniel Pine, Ian McShane as Winston Scott, and Keanu Reeves as John Wick, distributed by Lionsgate. So this movie is set between the events of 3 and 4, which is why John Wick is still alive in this movie. And this is a movie that I really enjoyed it. I didn't think, you know, when they thought about, when they announced the spinoff, Ana de Armas was in it. And, you know, I mean, I was wondering if they were able to pull it off, right? Are they able to pull off spin-offs set in the John Wick universe without John Wick and still have that John Wick fighting style, the John Wick love that the films have without John Wick. John Wick is in this. He was not in the Continental. But I would say this, that even though that John Wick was not in the Continental, that show was a great show. It was an amazing show. It's 3 episodes. An hour plus long episodes, I believe. And I really enjoyed it. I reviewed the show on my channel, and I did review John Wick Chapter 4. And I thought the Chapter 4 was great, and the show was great. But with the show, thought that they did such a great job continuing that formula of what made John Wick great, and the formula of the action-packed scenes, the formula of this John Wick formula without John Wick, was that able to work without him, and it did in the Continental. Do not expect a lot of John Wick in this one. John Wick is not, I would say he's only in the movie for like 15, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And I think the reason why they did this was because they wanted to make sure that this is John Wick set into John Wick universe. Even though the movie is Ballerina from the world of John Wick, I think they really wanted to make sure that, yes, this is John Wick. Like John Wick, this is set into John Wick universe. So I think that's why they included him. But I think in the trailers and the TV spots and the teasers, they kind of made it seem that John Wick is in this movie a lot. A lot of the scenes in the trailers show a lot of John Wick. And I'm going to tell you right now that he's hardly in the movie. He's maybe 10 minutes in the movie, that's it. 5-10 minutes. So do not expect that lot. I know the trailers are make it seem like he's in the movie a lot. He's not in it a lot. But overall, I really had fun with this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed the choreography of this movie, the fighting scenes with this movie. And I thought that this was a great fit for the John Wick world of John Wick universe that they're doing. This is they bought everything that you love about John Wick. The characters are great. Ballerina is great. You get to see her backstory a lot. In the beginning of the movie, you get to see her backstory when she was a little girl and what she went through and all that. An older Ballerina played by Ana de Armas. Ana de Armas is a terrific actress. I really enjoyed her in this role of Ballerina, and I hope that she gets to play this character more. Hopefully she comes back in John Wick Chapter 5. And when she was able to bring this role, she really killed it. Lance Reddick, Shannon, he was in Sharon, I think that was pronounced name. He was in Chapter 4. I believe he was in all the other ones. He's part of the Continental. He passed the actor who played him, Lance Reddick, who played Sharon, passed away. And so he's in this. This was the last movie he was before he passed away. And so they did do a little tribute to him. And I really appreciate that they did that. But he was great as well. The villains here are great. You know, you just get that John Wick style feel from it without having John Wick there. You know what I mean? Yes, John Wick is in the movie, but he's hardly in it. And it's mostly a lot with Ballerina, Ana de Armas. I thought she killed it at the role. I thought she did great. Her scenes was great. They were able to take what's great of John Wick, continuing the love that people love of that character and that franchise without him, and continue making great stuff. Yeah, this is a great movie. You know what I mean? I think when people, I think this movie might struggle because I think people might be type of confused to see what type of movie this is. They're gonna see John Wick is heavily in the trailers. Like I said, he's hardly in the movie. And I think that might get more people to watch it, but I don't think that. I really do hope a lot of people see it. That's what I'm trying to say, because it's a really great, very great, well-made movie. It's a really great movie. This is the John Wick films are great. This is a franchise that I didn't watch until like the third one came out, or when the fourth one was coming out was when I started watching John Wick. Um, People telling me that I was like, oh, have you seen? I was like, no, you haven't seen John Wick. I was like, no, I haven't seen John Wick. You're sleeping on it. You have to watch John Wick. And I finally got the time to watch John Wick during chapter 4 coming out. And I loved it. I loved it was a great action movie. Keanu Reeves was great in that role of John Wick. He was born to play John Wick. The stuff that they were able to create of the character John Wick, whoever created John Wick, the character, the world of John Wick, the set pieces of John Wick, everything that John Wick, they did an amazing job creating the world of John Wick. Very fun, entertaining franchise that took everybody by storm, blew up in the box office, fan favorite character. People love Keanu Reeves. People love John Wick. John Wick was the thing that brought Keanu Reeves back, right? Keanu Reeves was very popular when he did The Matrix, right, in the 90s, early 2000s. And you know what I mean? And he has been seen since. And then now he was big now because of John Wick, and he did the last Matrix, which was great. They're doing a fifth one. You know what I mean? I'm don't really not that excited for it because the fourth one wasn't that great. I don't understand why would they make a fifth Matrix. You know what I mean? But look, I will look forward to it. But I think anything with Keanu Reeves now, I think it's great. You know what I mean? He's a terrific actor. He's a great actor. I want him to continue playing this character, John Wick. He is John Wick. He owns this role. I like to see more Ballerina, a lot more of Ana de Armas. I hope, like I said, I hope she's in John Wick Chapter 5. I hope this makes a sequel, man. This is a great movie. I really hope that they do a sequel to Ballerina. Continue this character, Ballerina, whether it's a sequel or John Wick Chapter 5. I don't remember at CinemaCon when they announced John Wick Chapter 5. They did not announce a release date for it, so I think it's in early stages of development, so I think it's a while away. John Wick Chapter 4 came out like in 2023, so like 2 years ago, so it's been 2 years. Maybe another 3 to 4 years for it to come out, maybe. They did announce a Donnie Yen character movie as well. So who knows if that one's going to come out before John Wick Chapter 5 or that one. I think they also said they're doing an anime of John Wick. I do not know when that's supposed to be coming out as well. So they're really having planned to expand the John Wick universe. You know, you got Ballerina that just came out. You got the Donnie Yen character spin-off movie coming out. John Wick Chapter 5, and now the animated, or anime, I think it's anime, not animated, anime John Wick movie or show, I think it's movie, coming out as well. So they're very committed to this universe, and I'm all for it. I'll watch the anime John Wick show or movie, whatever it is. I'll watch Donnie Yen character movie. I hope that there's a Ballerina sequel. I thought this movie was great. They did such an amazing job. And if they continue doing this formula of these spin-offs, and with this spin-offs, if they continuing the John Wick formula, continuing the action sequences, they're continuing what made John Wick popular, what made John Wick, that love and passion that the character has, the movie has. You know what I mean? If they continue doing that, I think they'll continue killing. They'll continue doing. The more they do the spin-offs, and the more they continue doing that, bring the action that John Wick has, and that people continue going to watch these projects, watching these shows, watching these movies. I think that the John Wick universe has a potential to be a huge, big universe or big franchise, right? Big franchise in the future, you know what I mean? If they continue going to the right direction, this could be a huge franchise. And I think that's a great thing. I think that's very great that they continue doing the John Wick franchises. Because this movie came out of nowhere. I did not know nothing about this character of John Wick, you know what I mean? And I fell in love with the movie, with the first four films. I loved Continental. I really enjoyed this one. So, and I'm sure I will enjoy John Wick Chapter 5, and hopefully, and the Donnie Yen character movie, I'm sure I will enjoy that as well. and I hope that they do a sequel to this movie, because I'm sure that's what's going to be that will be better than that. Hopefully Lionsgate listens and to do this movie, but a sequel to this movie, because it was great. But overall, I thought this movie was great. The charm, the love, the charm, the love from John Wick, everything's there. Ballerina's a character that you're gonna really enjoy. This character played very, very well from the talented Anna de Armas. I really enjoyed the actress. She is a very talented actress, and I want to see her more as the character as Ballerina, and hopefully get to see her in John Wick Chapter 5. And I really enjoyed this movie. This is a great, fantastic movie. So I would say this: if you love John Wick, you're gonna enjoy this movie. You love action-packed movies, this is gonna be for you. Love John Wick, action-packed movies, this is straight for you. It's all over the place. You're gonna enjoy this movie. I really enjoyed it. I had fun with it. And I hope, this is a start of them expanding the John Wick universe, and I think they're going to the right direction. I think they're doing a great job going to the right direction. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Ballerina from the world of John Wick, or from the world of John Wick Ballerina, whatever you want to call it. Let me know in the comments below. If you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe, because like. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.